just want to tell that thigh gap, come through, okay? Come, stop peeking, come on through. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is DeeDee, and on this channel, we talk through my weight loss journey, weight loss tips, carnivore experience and recipes, and so much more. So if that's something you're into, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family. Okay, so today's video is all about last week, week 8 on the carnivore diet. Sometimes I'm still in awe that I made it this far. And every week I've been documenting my journey and posted it on this channel just to make sure that if someone is just starting carnivore and would like to see what does the journey look like, it's there. So if that's you, go ahead and check out my other weekly videos just to see what my journey has been like. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's talk about last week. All right, so for the word of the week, the word for week 8 is fly. You know, I always got a word of the week. My word is fly because I'm feeling fly and I'm feeling so light that if the wind blows, I might fly away. Okay, fly. No, but in all seriousness, I felt really good last week. My digestion was smooth. I still don't feel bloated like I used to feel before I started this way of eating. And my clothes are fitting differently, like I told you before. I tried on a pair of jeans over the weekend that has gotten so much looser in the waist area now. Granted, my thighs still look normal, but there's definitely still some looseness there. And you can absolutely see the waist area has shrunketh. Okay? Shrunketh is the word. And I see a little thigh gap trying to peek through. Okay? Peeketh through thigh gap. Okay. Fun fact about me, or maybe not so fun, depending on who you're talking to, but a fun fact is that I have always wanted a thigh gap. Yep, I said it, and now the world knows I wanted some type of gap, an inch, a milliliter, a centimeter, whatever type of measurement in between the thighs. Okay, really quick. Now, us thicker girls, and maybe thicker gentlemen as well, may understand what I'm saying or may not, but okay, hear this. I remember going through middle school, high school, adult life up until now, where if you wear a pair of shorts, right, and you're walking, the inside of the shorts might ride up a little bit, right? And you have to do a little switch, like a little sway or a little step out while you're walking so that it'll go down, but you don't want anybody else to notice. If you know, you know. Tell me, okay? If you know what I'm talking about and that resonates with you, please drop "I know" in the comments below and I'll know that you know. Okay, but anyways, I've been going through that like my whole life, and there's always been something within my mind that was like, why can't I have some space, right? In between these thickums thighs, you know? So anyway, I saw the thigh gap peeking through in that video that I just showed you. So I just want to tell that thigh gap, come through, okay? Come, stop peeking, come on through. Okay, let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. So really quick about my mental, I am still feeling clear, still focused, and honestly, I did not expect to feel this calm in just 8 weeks, but I'm here for it. All right. You know what time it is. Let's talk numbers. All right, so for week 7, if you remember, I weighed in at 157. Okay, and now, drum roll. The end of week 8, I weighed in at 154.4. Say it again, 154.4. Say what? Listen. I completely skipped 155. There was a time when I had a goal of weighing 155. I have never seen 155 because I skipped past that number. I skipped it, okay? Because I got on that scale, I saw it, you saw it, 154.4. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I am below the mid 150s, okay? A couple of weeks ago, I was just excited about entering, like I had like a tippy toe into the 150s at 159.2, I believe. I'm past the midway mark. I don't even know. Might as well say I'm not even in the 150s anymore, but we're not going to say that. Okay? We're not going to say that. But I lost 2.6 pounds for the week. So super proud of that. And for some other successes, I think from my way of eating and workouts, I can definitely see changes within my body, right? My face, I feel, is slimming up, right? My waist is wasting. I don't know if you can see it. Wasting. Come through, waist. Come through. Just wasting. And what's crazy is when I lose weight, it's like from top down. I don't know if my head shrink it's up or whatever it is. Then it's my neck, my chest area. It's like non-existent. Then my waist. And then way, way later, my bottom area starts to loosen up. But nevertheless, I can see visually that I am losing inches. And I'm excited because like within the next month, I'm going to do another measurement video so that we can compare prior to carnivore, maybe 5 or 6 weeks into carnivore. I think that's the last time I did the video. And then now, like whenever I make the video. So I'm looking forward to sharing my progress with you. And another thing that I wanted to share with you was that this past week reminded me how much fat loss and body recomposition doesn't necessarily show up with big changes on the scale, right? It just doesn't always show up that way, but they do show up in how you feel and how you look. All right, now let's move on to what I ate last week. Now, you already know that I always keep it simple with my meals because that's what's been working for me. And in last week's update, I know I shared that I had a few zero carb days where I had no dairy at all whatsoever. And I did that again this past week, and I felt good all week. I'm not sure if that's what's showing up on the scale or if it's doing anything at all. But I just did it just to do it because I like to try new things. Now, as far as food, I know some of you already know that I had some air fried chicken wings last week, and I had that with a side of pork cube bites. I also had some liver, some fried pork chops, and of course, sprinkled in some steak and some eggs. And after my experiment last week, to be honest with you, I think I might go back and forth with using only just red mint salt and also using my staple seasonings. Reason being, right, if I'm just eating a T-bone or a pork shoulder steak or whatever it is, just the red mint salt actually doesn't taste too bad at all. But sometimes when I'm eating some other meats, I just want a little spice. Like I want to grab my cayenne pepper and pour that thing in there. Or my garlic powder, total seasoning, onion powder, you name it. I just want to go ham, okay? However, I do understand that seasonings at times can cause more inflammation in some people, right? So if that's the case, please, by all means, I recommend just use only salt. But if it doesn't cause inflammation for you or it doesn't impact you at all, then, season that thing up, okay? Just, you get it. Now, in addition to my seasonings, I also made sure that I was having plenty of fat with each meal. So I would either just add butter, cook it in butter and add butter as well, or make sure that I was cooking in bacon grease. Last week, I also battled with electrolytes. Now, if you watch my video, Spend the Day with Me, this past Sunday, I shared the electrolytes that I've been using for a while, right? And one of my awesome subscribers pointed out some of the ingredients that were in there, so I kind of stopped using it, in addition to me not really knowing if it was working or not, right? And many of you awesome subscribers also shared with me that you use Element. So I'm thinking about giving that a try. But last week, all I did was pour some red mint salt into my water, and I drank a bottle of that in addition to coffee or other water throughout the day. So that's what I did last week as far as electrolytes. I feel like when I keep it simple, it helps me stay more consistent. Okay, now let's talk about my biggest win from last week. Consistency. Didn't give in to cravings, didn't skip meals, didn't snack at all. And y'all, that self-trust is everything. This past week, I had a big presentation at work. I walked into that thing like, who, what? I know I'm going to kill this. And guess what? I did. I killed that thing. And when you prove to yourself that you can do this, it builds confidence in every other area in your life. So going into week 9, let me share with you 2 specific things that I'm going to focus on. So the first one is better sleep. So don't get me wrong. When I sleep good. But for some reason, I think a lot. I think, right? Some may call me an overthinker. I think about what I have to do today, tomorrow, next week, in 6 months, the vacation that I'm planning next year. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm just a big planner, and I'm always thinking of things, ideas. I have to write it down, and it happens at night when I lay down. So sometimes I try my best to turn my brain off, like, okay, clear my mind. But sometimes it doesn't work that well. So if any of you have like this awesome way that you clear your mind before going to bed so that you can have a good night's sleep, then please drop it in the comments below and let me know. But what I've been doing is just kind of forcing it, right? Set my alarm for 9 o'clock, put the phone down, put the laptop down, no TV, and just maybe a little bit of white noise. I just close my eyes and I try to go to sleep. It's been working, but sometimes it's been taking a little bit of time to go to sleep. So that is number 1 that I will focus on, doing my best to get to bed and go to sleep at a reasonable time so that I can get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And the second thing that I want to focus on is my workouts. So I still plan to do a little bit of cardio on some days, but I do want to put a focus and being consistent in strength training. So as I get closer to my goal weight, I want to like put more of a focus on lifting, definition in my arms, my legs. And one thing that I did last week as well, because I've had a history of having a bad left knee. So even though the pain has gone away, I don't want to like trigger anything happening. And whenever I try to do leg workouts or bottom like leg day, it's a lot of squats and this and that, right? That I just don't want to do so I don't aggravate my knee. So what I did was some sit down chair exercises. So I've been researching and seeing a lot of different exercises where you can do freaking upper body, lower body, full body. You can do cardio exercises on the chair. So I was thinking about incorporating those maybe on lower body days. So I don't know, but I'll definitely share more details about those chair exercises on my next Spend the Day with Me video, because I think it's important, right? Let's say you have an injury or you have joint pain or you have bad knees like myself. Those can come in handy just to make sure that you're still moving. And honestly, my philosophy is that it doesn't really matter what type of movement that you're doing, just as long as you're doing some type of movement to keep yourself healthy, right? I think if you're eating correctly, you're moving in some type of way and you're being consistent with it, you will definitely see some type of results, right? Let's say the scale's moving slow. Okay, that doesn't matter. But are you feeling better? Is your digestion better? Is your mood better, right? Are you just overall feeling better about your body, your health? Is your joint pain gone? Like, just think about all of those benefits that could come with it and just get a chance, if you do, to move a little bit, right? Doesn't have to be extreme, just moving. That's what I think. Now, I know I've got some new subscribers, so I wanted to make sure that I at least share this. If you've started Carnivore recently, or you're even thinking about starting Carnivore, here's what you need to know. Keep it simple. Meat, salt, or seasonings if you can tolerate, and fat. Definitely do your best to plan ahead because you don't want to wait until you're starving to try to find something to eat. Be patient because sometimes real results can take time. Trust the process because you really don't know what 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days can do. And lastly, don't beat yourself up because you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. None of us are. So if you have a bad day, a bad meal, a cheat day, you fell off, whatever the situation is, that's okay. Just get back up and keep showing up for you. Now, I tell you, 2 months ago, I honestly didn't know how far I could take this. But now I am more motivated than ever on this journey to just keep going. If you're on a journey like me on the carnivore diet, drop in the comments below. What's your biggest win from this week? Now, in the next few days, I'll actually be uploading a 60-day carnivore diet update video just to share with you all everything that I've learned in the past 60 days. And I'm hoping that that video will help some of you that are on your journey as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.